It's a great evening to be being with you right here on ET Now. Let's take it straight across to our top story on the show this evening then. It is Pani over the Indian Premier League. The Bombay High Court today asked the Indian Cricket Board to shift all IPL matches in Maharashtra after the 30th of April. Citing the acute water shortage in the state, the BCCI will have to now look for alternative venues for 13 matches, including the grand finale, which was supposed to be in Mumbai on the 29th of May. Now, this despite the BCCI's assurances of financial assistance by IPL franchisees to drought-hit areas. The High Court order will have huge financial implications for the Board of Cricket Control in India and at least 3 IPL franchisees.
The biggest loser, of course, will be Mukesh Ambani's Mumbai Indians, which was supposed to host 4 matches at the Wankhede Stadium. The High Court order also threatens the very existence of teams like rising Pune Supergiants, owned by the Sanjeev Goenka, which made its debut just this season. Pune will lose 6 matches, while Nagpur will have to forego 3 matches. But the battle is far from over, with IPL Chairman Rajiv Shukla making it clear that BCCI will move to the Supreme Court. The Bombay High Court's beamer on IPL and its impact on BCCI and IPL franchises, that's our top story on India Tonight.
It's a maha blow for the BCCI because in a big setback for the Indian Pani League, the Bombay High Court today ordered that no IPL matches will be played after the 30th of April in Mumbai, Pune and Nagpur, given the drought that Maharashtra is battling with. This means that 13 matches, including the finals on the 29th of May, cannot now be held in Maharashtra, which is the coveted state for this glamorous event. This order came from the Bombay High Court despite the BCCI's stiff resistance against shifting matches out of Maharashtra. The board claimed it wasn't feasible, financial investments were at stake, there would be brand erosion, it would be a hit to defending champions, the Mumbai Indians controlled by the Ambanis, and Sanjeev Goenka's rising Pune Supergiants. But the High Court was unimpressed. The verdict was final: no matches as Maharashtra reels under a crisis.
The court has now come to an opinion. It seems that it is in the interest of the people, it is in the interest of justice that the IPL matches which were supposed to be played in Maharashtra, they should be shifted out of Maharashtra.
Court has, appreciated that the IPL is squandering the water resources which are very scarce. I think this itself will send a very strong message in the country.
The board now has to decide on alternate venues for these matches that were originally scheduled to be played in Maharashtra. Post the 30th of April, matches had been planned at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai on the 8th, 13th and 15th of May, along with the grand finale on the 29th. Pune's Maharashtra Cricket Association Stadium was scheduled to host 9 matches during the IPL, including the eliminator on the 25th of May and the qualifier 2 on May 27th. Nagpur is King 11 Punjab's second home ground. The Vidarbha Cricket Association ground was slotted to host 3 matches on the 7th, 9th and the 15th of May. The court did take note of the 5 crore rupee contribution that came in each from the Mumbai Indians and the rising Pune Supergiants franchisees. It also took note of the 64 lakh litres of water from the cricket board for the city of Latur in the worst hit region of Marathwada. It will, however, be a big setback to the Maharashtra-based franchisees like the Mumbai Indians and the rising Pune Supergiants that will be making its debut this year in this league. After all, home support is what makes this league stand apart. The verdict, of course, has divided the cricketing world, but serious questions arise out of it. Why was BCCI so adamant all along? Does cricket matter over the common man? Who will you blame for this mess? The BCCI or the Fadnavis government? And has the Maharashtra government failed to address the crisis effectively? ET Now Bureau Report. Let's take this across and analyze that story a lot more with Krishna Kumar and Sonali Krishna, who's joining us both right here on ET Now on India Tonight. Then let's begin with you, Krishna. Cricket is very close to the state of Maharashtra. So many grounds where it was going to be hosted. This decision does mean no finale in Wankhede. what does this mean about cricket fans? Is it going to generate the euphoria that IPL usually does?
Oh, certainly not, Supriya. I was at the Wankhede twice in the last 2 weeks. Once was reporting for us when India versus West Indies semi-final was going on. And in fact, I managed to go to the Wankhede to catch the inaugural match of this edition of IPL. And the atmosphere over there is absolutely electric. Wankhede is what you can call as a coliseum of cricket. And it is a big, big blow. There's never a time when Wankhede is empty, even for a test match. You're talking about IPL and the kind of response that you get over there. The Wankhede gets painted blue every single time Mumbai Indians play over there. So it's a big, big blow. Wankhede is also the great location where India won the World Cup after 28 years. So, you know, you look at it in any which way, this is a big blow for the cricket fan and a big blow for those waiting for IPL matches to happen, especially because of the special, attraction associated with Wankhede. More importantly, Mumbai Indians is last year's champion. And now they can't play at home in this edition of IPL. So that's certainly not good news as far as IPL is concerned. And then you add to that Pune, which is captained by MS Dhoni. Watching MS Dhoni in Pune colours itself is a problem. And now they don't get to play in Pune. This is, hits on multiple levels for the game of cricket. And as far as the supporters, enthusiasm goes for this edition of IPL, I'm very, very sure that the levels of interest even to watch it in TV will take a hit with this particular decision from the Bombay High Court.
All right, disappointment for fans. What about franchises? Sonali, a lot of money is riding, especially for a team like Mumbai Indians. It's imperative from their point of view for them to be able to make more money that these matches are played in Mumbai, because ticket collections are also something that the IPL franchises, are the ones who take that home, don't they? So help us understand how much of a financial blow is this going to be for the two franchises that are going to take a knock, and how much of an impact will this have on brand IPL?
Right. So, Sandeep, two questions there. First part, let me address the in-stadia sales, ticket sales, really. And, yeah, sure. So, they won't be able to sell, tickets where, let's say, within Maharashtra. However, wherever these matches are located, be it any part of India, the understanding with BCCI, and this has happened before, so it's not a first time, is that wherever they host it, the ticket sales there will, of course, go to, let's say, Mumbai Indians or the Pune franchise, as the case may be. However, having said that, there might be some amount of loss given the fact that Wankhede is a much larger, much more, flamboyant stadium as opposed to, let's say, the substitute stadium they will get. Having said that, we know for a fact that while there is no written contractual agreement between the BCCI and the franchise owner, there will be an off-the-record, off-the-cuff kind of conversation and compensation that will take place between the BCCI and, of course, the involved franchise, be it Mumbai Indians or be it the rising Pune, the franchise. So either way, I don't think BCCI will let these franchisees be disappointed in any way financially, because let's not forget, these guys are in it for 2 years. They've actually rescued the BCCI, and so BCCI in the past has never let actually their franchise owners down.
Thank you very much, Sonali Krishna and Krishna Kumar, for putting it all in perspective and helping us understand what are the repercussions and the impact of the Bombay High Court judgment. But to just understand this better and bigger for IPL, we're joined by two very, very special guests. We've got Kings 11, Punjab co-owner Ness Bhatia, and of course Santosh Desai. Thank you very much, Ness and Santosh, for being with us. You've said for a while now, Ness, that time and again that a national cause comes before IPL. Are you someone who's satisfied with this order?
Definitely, I think human life comes before anything, and I think we need to do a lot more to, be cognizant of the fact of what our fellow Indians are suffering, and try and support that.
Right. Ness, clearly you've taken a position that it is that the court has done the right thing. But Santosh, put it in perspective. You don't have your skin in the game, so to say. How much of a body blow is this for the IPL?
IPL has taken a lot of what other people have described as body blows. So, it's a resilient brand, but yes, I think it's a significant setback.
Right. While you support the court order, Ness, what's your own sense? Like Santosh said, IPL's taken several body blows. How big a blow is this going to be for IPL?
I don't think it's a big blow. I think basically, it's part and parcel of the business. It's unfortunate that, things were already planned and now they have to be shifted. But I think we all understand the gravity of the situation and need to therefore honor the honorable court and shift the matches. And as far as other states are concerned, I'm not sure of the situation, but if it demands it, it demands it.
You're perhaps being a gracious owner there, and we really appreciate it. But let's get this back to Santosh there. And how do you see this impact the franchisees really? I mean, both the defending champions, Mumbai Indians, with their skin really in the game in Maharashtra, and debutants like rising Pune Supergiants, they will certainly miss out on home support, and that's what the IPL, the league is all about, won't they?
No, I think so. I think, they are going to, clearly, I mean, it's their first season. And for them to miss out on home support is a big loss. But, we've had instances of teams being shifted out of their home ground and playing in, Ahmedabad, for instance, we had previous instance. So the point is that, for Pune in particular, it's going to be terrible. For Mumbai Indians, it's going to be a big blow. So overall, it's a huge setback because, you have so many matches in Maharashtra, and with the teams that depend on these for local support, for all the on-ground, for advertisers, so for the whole ecosystem, and also it's not planned for, so it's happened in the middle of the tournament. So when you put all of these factors together, you have to say that this is going to be a big blow to the BCCI.
All right, big blow indeed for the two franchisees there. But, Ness, IPL is a big revenue grosser as well, and which is why it's got, the BCCI was pushing so hard for this. What sort of a revenue hit do you expect the league to take this time around?
Frankly, that's really not the issue as far as I'm concerned. I think, revenues go up and down year on year. If it goes down, so be it. At the end of the day, we're here to also help the country and help our fellow Indians. So I think that comes first.
Santosh Desai, comment on that. What sort of an impact will this have on revenues, and also what impact will this have on brand IPL?
For the franchises, and particularly the Pune franchise, is going to be extremely significant. It's a huge loss because they're just about started. Just about started, and they're just up and running. And we have a fledgling ecosystem in terms of advertisers and even support. And in the middle of that, just as they've begun to have to give up on all of that, is a body blow. For them, it is a body blow. For Mumbai Indians, it's a setback, but it's a strong team with a legacy. It has advertisers, but it has very strong backers. So and clearly this is a one-off situation. So I think it's something that will be a financial setback, but I don't think it's a permanent, lasting kind of an impact on Mumbai Indians. On the IPL, I think it is yet one more in a long line of controversies that the brand has faced. The problem is that if it impacts viewership in a significant way this time, and it impacts revenues, then it's already a weakened tournament, and it's a question of how much more can it take. My own assessment is that this is still a resilient brand, so it'll get injured, but I don't think it'll get damaged beyond repair. But it will get. I think it's a significant injury this time.
Right. Ness, I know you're a big votary of the fact that matches should have been shifted out of Maharashtra, but I'm just trying to play the devil's advocate here. Is shifting the IPL matches out of Maharashtra going to resolve the crisis in the state at all? Isn't it too insignificant in that sense?
No, definitely not. It's just a step in the right direction. I think it gives everyone, it communicates to everyone that there's a problem, even those who didn't know about it. B, I think it puts it in the right direction that others need to also support, and hopefully it'll garner public opinion and get more support for the drought-affected areas, not only in Maharashtra but also in India.
It's actually good to see people like yourselves throwing their weight behind the common man. But Santosh, the question also is, who do you blame for this mess that we all saw this IPL edition of the Maharashtra edition really land itself in? Will you blame the BCCI for pushing it all along, or the government that actually went ahead and gave permissions in the first place, despite knowing how grave the situation really was?
Actually, quite honestly, I don't think, India by now, we should be, a country where we can address a problem like drought without having to shut down something like the IPL. I mean, both have their place, and to believe that simply because there is suffering in one part of the state, every other kind of activity should come to a halt, I think is I think an overreaction. So I think the problem is not with respect to the IPL or with respect to giving permissions. The problem is with respect to the fact that not enough was done to address the primary problem, which is squarely the government's responsibility. And to have a problem to an extent to which, you know, that the courts feel it incumbent to stop a cricket tournament, I think is actually an indictment of the government, not with respect to cricket, but with its management of the drought situation.
Ness, before we let you go, do you believe at one level, and this is of course a theory that's being floated around as well, that the IPL has been singled out for being this very high-flying, glamorous event with a lot of money and very high stakes there?
I'm sure it has, you know, and if it can be a catalyst to people waking up and helping, so be it. I think it's good.
Let's go.
That's great to hear. Thanks so much, Ness Wadia and Santosh Desai, for joining us and putting in things in perspective. Great to hear one of the IPL owners back this move of the court. Hopefully the BCCI is listening and they'll not further challenge this in the Supreme Court. We'll have to wait and see what's the reaction of Mumbai Indians, because they're the most affected. Them and rising Pune Supergiants, they're the two teams who are going to take the biggest knock. We'll have to wait and see what their reactions are. For now, they're keeping quiet. But thanks so much. Appreciate you joining us on India Tonight. But the IPL, while maybe moved out of Maharashtra, but let's not forget the people in the drought-hit Latur area who are facing a crisis not seen in decades. Here's a quick ground report from Latur.
Even as the BCCI may create that smokescreen of saying that the water that is being used may not be potable, it is sewage, treated water. Take a look here in the heart of Latur. Some very strong visuals. People have been gathered here since early morning, as early as 4 a.m. And what you're looking on your screens is now people who have come all the way from the hinterlands, from the different areas of the city, at this one particular spot here where water is available just for a few hours. And take a look at, the serpentine queues, and you will notice that there are a number of women, children, men who have gathered here. There are constant arguments breaking out among the women as to who came first and who should be filling their pots. People are bringing not just their pots but also utensils, in hand carts, two-wheelers, four-wheelers, auto rickshaws, and have been queuing up here for hours together. Remember, as early as 4 a.m. today. Let me quickly go across to some of the residents who are now joining me here.
BCCI से मेरा यही कहना है कि बाबा तुम अगर वहाँ बैठ के बोलते होंगे तो वो अच्छा नहीं है। तुम लातूर में आके देखो, तुम और लातूर में आके भी कौन से बड़े होटल में मत ठहरो, हमारे जैसे के घर में ठहरो। बोले तो समझ में आएगा कि हमारे घर में पानी कैसा यूज करते, हमारी लातूर की जनता कैसी पानी यूज करती है, कितना पानी मिलता है, कैसा पानी मिलता है, कितने दिन को नहाते हैं, कितने दिन को कपड़े धोते हैं, वो समझ आएगा बीसीसीआई वाले को। बीसीसीआई से ये कहना है कि भाई तुम 60,000 जो लीटर यूज कर रहे हैं, समझो कोई अगर मरता है तो तुम्हारी आईपीएल बंद हो जाती है क्या? नहीं बंद हो जाती ना। तो हमारे को अगर पानी में देते हैं तो हम जी सकते हैं, और अगले साल आपका क्रिकेट देख सकते हैं आईपीएल। ये साल अगर नहीं देखे तो क्या होगा, हम थोड़ी मर जाएंगे। तो थोड़ा पानी अगर भेज दिए तो हमारे को भी उतनी हमारी जान में जान आ जाएंगी। हमारा कहना ये है।
While the strong rumors might be saying that, and the argument could also be whether BCCI could, share some of the profits in terms of Latur. The people of Latur saying they are not short of money, but actually short of water, as they see one of the worst affected droughts in recent years.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.